What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Week 8 edition of Pregaming at the Corner Pub. The Corner Pub sports guys gathered around at their remote locations, as we've been doing every week, every Sunday, as we bring you fantasy advice and not so great wagering advice. But we'll get to that later. I got a little
fantasy.
I got a twist on it tonight. So
nice. The fantasy advice isn't really that great either.
Not really.
I don't know. We've done okay. We've done okay with the fantasy advice. It hasn't been terrible, but yeah, in general, I mean, fantasy's been strange. But we were talking. I think Gary and I were talking on. Well, Ryan and I were talking about it too on Friday before the show. That basically, it seems like things are starting to shake out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
From the major injuries, the guys who you expect to produce are starting to produce a little bit.
Except for JJ, as we talked about.
I mean, still averaging 14, 15 a week.
Yeah, he hasn't had that complete monster game, but he's
how many touchdowns does he have?
One.
Wow.
He should have 3. Yeah,
but
that's.
I mean,
if
you only have 1 touchdown, man, that's not.
Yeah, which tells you, I mean, he's getting down he's getting a lot of catches, and he's getting yards. He's just not scoring touchdowns, man. It's been brutal, but
plus his quarterback troubles.
Well, that's the big thing with him, and now Wentz. It looks like Carson Wentz is toast. I don't
stick a nail on him.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see him next week. I think JJ McCarthy's back. So, but yeah, here we are, Week 8. Used to be the halfway point of the season, but now there's not really I guess Monday night will be the halfway point of the season, right? 8.5 weeks in, I guess. It's kind of weird to have 17 weeks still getting used to it, and they're still talking about adding another game too.
That's going to happen.
I saw
18.
Yeah, saw a report this week that said it's more than likely it's going to happen. So,
hopefully they stop at 18. It's the other thing is what I hate about the fact that they keep adding games is the records that other people have are now getting like they're watered down now. Like all the records of the guys that had monster 2000 seasons aren't going to be as it's just not going to be as big of a deal anymore.
Right. Yeah, no, for sure. I agree. Mark said Wentz have seen better days. And then what's up, guys? Yeah, I agree. Hold on a second. There's like a lot of commotion going on back there. I can't hear anything. Let me know, Gary, when it's okay. I kind of lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I was trying to concentrate. I'm like, fuck.
No, we're good. Let's
get into it.
All right.
Yeah, let's just get into it.
So we got the first game of the week. We got the Giants and the Eagles. 7.5 point favorites at home are the Eagles. I'm surprised by that line. I think it's a lot of points for a divisional game, especially for a team that's beaten the Eagles already. But yeah, Ryan, what do you got on this one?
So I know it's going to sound a little biased, but I think no matter who they're playing, Scatabo and Dart are unless you got like Dak Prescott or Herbert or something, Scatabo and Dart are must starts.
Yeah, they're good for fantasy numbers.
Yeah, and again, it is a personal thing a little bit, but I was victim to it last week. Devontae Smith is at the point where even what's going on with the Eagles offense, you have to start him.
Well, you have to start him today.
Right. Right. I also think Dallas Goedert is probably a good start today with AJ Brown out.
Okay. Makes sense.
And anybody else from the Giants' perspective, maybe that the tight end Theo Johnson, maybe. Because like I said on the
by the way.
Oh wait.
Like I said on the show Friday night, I do think the Eagles control the game, but I do think the Giants get a lot of garbage at the end.
I got Wendell Robinson in my lineup this week.
I do too.
I do too. Anybody going against Keeley?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going against Keeley or not. I mean, he might be their number one, but at the same time, they they can move him around and get him away from Quinion if they want.
Yeah. Mark has Mark Polsky checking in. It says it's going to be another scrapper. They're going to finish it strong in the end.
Okay.
I hope so.
Okay.
Hope so. I see.
But
Going that way too.
But for that game, that's all I got.
Who you sitting?
Tracy, Tyrone Tracy.
What a fucking bum.
I mean, there's really no one else you're going to sit. Like I said, Goddard. You're going to start Hurts. You're going to start Barkley.
You might I know you're not going to do it in a real league, but at some point you almost consider sitting Barkley.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he keeps struggling, man. I don't know. You can't even move him at this point because he's been completely irrelevant in fantasy football right now.
Well, that's why I said in the beginning of the season, like picking him that like so high, that's going to be a gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all saw it. I mean, you couldn't not do it, but we all knew the chance.
But I'm not. I definitely wouldn't pick this week too. Again, you got to look at the numbers. The Giants' pass defense and their pass rush is good, but their run defense is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, was that he got stymied 2 weeks ago? Does he have a breakout game this week?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the best worst team in the league.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, that's a good way to look at it, bro.
Jacksonville's up there too, but yeah. All right, next game we got Miami and Atlanta. Atlanta 7-point favorites at home. Mike, what do you got for this one?
All right, so obviously you're starting Bijan. I mean that goes without saying, but 30th ranked run defense. That's a tasty matchup for him. So yeah, that's good. I actually am in a bind at quarterback this week. So I had picked up Rattler from New Orleans. It's that bad. And I just switched him out for Kirk Cousins. So he's going to be my start. He's starting in place of Penix Jr. He's going to be rusty. I get it. But look at what Flacco did last week. An older Flacco did. Miami's 24th. Yeah, 24th against the pass. So in one league, CBS had him ranked 17th, by the committee that ranks them, but they have him projected in their algorithm to finish 8th. So, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to take a flyer on somebody.
If I'm in your situation, Mike, I'm starting Cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great matchup for him, too.
Yeah, I mean, I got Goff on a bye, Purdy's still out, and Justin Fields make it bench, so he got dropped. That was my quarterback situation.
He is starting today, Fields.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going with Cousins.
Right. Yeah, again, in your situation, I'd start Cousins.
Yeah. So obvious sits. Tua is on the verge of getting benched. Although Atlanta is third against the pass, so I mean, obviously that's another reason. I'm actually sitting London. While Miami's 24th against quarterbacks, they're actually 5th against the wide receivers. He's also questionable and banged up a little bit, so he may not play. But if he does play, I think he might not be quite as good as you'd think. So that's what I got for that game.
All right. I hope fucking London plays because I have no other options in that league. I have Nico Collins out.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's just changed questionable. He didn't show up until Friday with a hip issue. But
yeah. It's not good when they're later in the week.
I'm going to look at that, man. That's not good. All right, we'll see what happens. So yeah, something to keep your eye on for Drake London fans. All right, the Jets take on Cincinnati. Cincinnati 6.5-point favorites at home. Gary, what do you got?
Well, this one I say you start Higgins. Could benefit from Sauce Gardner covering Chase.
Well done.
And, the set I got Chase Brown because the Bengals blocking game and the offensive line is fucking terrible.
Chase Brown's been awful this year.
Awful. And he was the hot pick, like, leading into it.
Yep.
I'd have took him. If he was there at a certain point. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm playing against him this week. Like, why? Like, how you starting? Let me see. Because he doesn't know what. Here's Aaron Jones. He sat Aaron Jones in place of Chase Brown. Okay.
Didn't Aaron Jones have like 17 or something?
He only got 4.
Oh.
He didn't do much. Cleveland and New England. New England's favorite at home. I got this one. So, Ramondre Stevenson has been playing 74% of the snaps for New England. So he's obviously the lead dog in the running game there. Henderson is taking a back seat big time. He had 31 of 42 carries for the team last week. So, yeah, Stevenson's a start, especially against the Cleveland team that's tough against the run, but they're going to have to run the ball. And New England's been playing well, passing the ball well. So you got to hope that Cleveland's kind of defending the pass more than the run. Maybe Stevenson's a guy there. On the other side of that, I'm sitting Jerry Jeudy. He is absolutely unplayable at this point. He hasn't finished above wide receiver 32 in a week this season.
Yeah, you keep looking at Jeudy, and you're like, all right, he didn't have good quarterback play in Denver. All right, he doesn't have good quarterback play in Cleveland. But there comes a point when it's the receiver.
Yeah. He had a good year last year. Jeudy was a pretty good receiver last year. I think he was ranked top 20 last year. He had some monster games which helped his numbers, but he's been dreadful this season.
Yeah.
Dreadful. So
he's on my bench, and I got a shit team, so I'm starting guys like Fannin.
who actually Fannon's actually a good start this week.
Depending on if Njoku plays. I think I actually just took him out. I actually went with Kamara this week instead, but just shows you where I have Fannin over him anyway.
We got Buffalo, Carolina. 7-point road favorites over the Bills. Ryan, what do you have for this? What the hell is that buzzing?
Yeah, what is that?
Jesus. Hold on. Let's see. It's Gary's. Gary, what's going on here?
I have no idea.
Jesus.
Is that your dryer?
Oh, the washer's on.
Fuck. That thing's like flat as shit. All right,
that's in another room, too.
All right, so
I'm sorry, man.
So Carolina, anybody that's on your team except for Rico Dowdle, if you have to start them. Anybody else from Carolina, sit. From Buffalo, obviously you got that Josh Allen, James Cook, James Cook, that receiver. Fuck, now I'm lost in my train of thought.
Shakir?
Shakir.
Gary, I gotta mute you until it's your turn, dude.
Oh.
Jesus. All right.
Carolina, they play good defense, but I think Buffalo's going to light them up. I think Buffalo walks away from this game winning by 20, 24. So, yeah, bench everybody from Carolina and start the, guys you would start, plus Shakir from Buffalo.
Okay. Chicago and Baltimore. Baltimore 2.5-point favorites at home. Lamar Jackson is out. So what do you got in this one, Mike?
Yeah, so I'm kind of surprised that Baltimore is actually favored in this game at home.
So am I.
To be honest, maybe that's if it wasn't Connor doing the Sizzlers, maybe that would be one that Sean would have picked.
Mm-hmm.
That is a Chicago line, though.
Yeah, it is. So Waddle's got a tough rank matchup against the second-ranked pass defense, so that might be somebody to sit. But I'm bouncing around a little bit. For my start, I'm actually doubling down on Caleb Williams. He had an awful week last week. Chicago scored 26 points, but there were 4 field goals, so they only had 2 touchdowns. Both were running touchdowns. He had under 200 yards. Surprisingly, Baltimore's the 31st against quarterbacks. in the league. So this week should be a bounce back. If he lets me down again, he's dead to me, and I'll never trust him again.
DED dead.
It's funny though, Mike. That's the way I am with Jordan Love. I will never draft him again.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't draft him. I don't give a shit. But
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah. So interesting that you brought up Lamar Jackson's not playing. Cooper Rush isn't starting anymore.
No.
So Huntley against Chicago's 30th ranked pass defense could be a sneaky start too.
DFS play maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're probably going to get him like super cheap because
Yep.
nobody even realized he was starting. So it was really tough to find somebody to sit in this game. I have a feeling it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be a high scoring game. That will be another sizzler. I don't know what the over-under is, but I finally kind of settled on Mark Andrews, which again might be a no shit type situation.
It's not a shit.
I don't think it's a no shit. He's been garbage.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean it's no doubt sit him.
Oh, sit him. Okay.
Oh, sit him. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm sitting him in this one. He's had 10 or less in the last 3 games. Again, it was a tough week to find somebody to sit.
Mhm.
So he was, the bottom of the barrel, even in the tight end league. I mean, I would try and maybe find somebody else if you have to start a tight end over him.
Okay. San Francisco and Houston, we're going to bring back Dryer Man over here.
It's on a different friggin' cycle, so hopefully I'll get through this.
I don't hear it now. So
Yeah, you don't hear it now.
San Francisco, if Mac Jones is starting, you got to start Kendrick Brown because they've established a very good relationship. And sit him, Nick Chubb. He's toast. He's done.
Kendrick Brown didn't have a great week last week, and they got a good pass defense. I actually have him on my bench too. But
It's also a matter of time. I don't know how much 49ers football you guys have watched. But they are, and I don't blame them, they are literally running McCaffrey like
into the ground. Yeah.
Like his limbs are gonna fall off. He's touching the ball like 30 times a game.
Yeah, isn't who's back for San Fran? Are the receivers back? Juwan Jennings and stuff too?
No, I think Bose is back. I think Kittle's back this week.
Kittle's back, okay. But Juwan Jennings and Pearsall, or what's his name?
Pearsall, yeah, Ricky Pearsall.
I think he's back.
And I know they're getting Ayuk back in another week or two.
Yeah, so I think Bourne's gonna be bad pretty soon. Oh, Gary wants to talk.
Okay.
That's all right. Yeah, whatever. Ayuk was supposed to come back this week, and then they extended it the next week.
Are they off next week?
You think they do have a bye, yes.
That's probably why.
Yeah, okay.
I stashed him 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it was a good pickup at that point.
Thank you.
You also stashed Christian Watson.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, one league that Mike and I are in, this dude picked up Christian Watson, picked him up. So think about it. You only have $50 fab money. Picked him up for $4 last night. No one's picking him up.
Yeah, and if they picked him up, they would have picked him up earlier in the week.
Or they picked him up for $1. Why would you spend $4 on? I don't know. People are stupid. Tampa Bay, and then what was the other one? Kickers. I don't want to say here. I almost said it. Someone else picked up a kicker for $4 on Saturday night. What are you doing?
Dude, a defense and a kicker, I don't put any money on. If I get outbid, I go get someone else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay, 3.5 point favorites on the road, taking on the Saints. I had to mute you again, Gary. It's doing again. I'm starting Chris Olave. The Buccaneers blitz 36% of the time. Oh. And you're like, okay, well, why would you want to start Olave in a situation like that? Well, Rattler targets Olave 37% of the time when he's blitzed. So, the chances of Olave getting a lot of targets goes up a little bit more. And Olave has been pretty good this year.
He's a possession receiver. So, a possession receiver is going to be his go-to on a blitz. That makes perfect sense.
Right.
And Rattler actually hasn't been terrible.
No. But you know who has? His running mate, Alvin Kamara, and he's my sit this week. His last 3 weeks, 29 carries, 86 yards in 3 weeks. It's pitiful. I can't start him at this point. So he's definitely on my bench right now, and he can sit there until he does something. Next game we got Dallas and Denver. Ryan, you have this one. Denver's 3.5-point favorites at home, taking on the Cowboys.
Go Denver.
Yeah, let's go down. Right, that's going to be interesting to see that defense versus that offense. See what happens. But from a fantasy perspective, anybody you have on the offensive side from Dallas, start.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of them. I went against 3 of them last week. Prescott, Javonte Williams seems like a stud running back. That I don't know what the fuck.
He's borderline top 5 this year.
Right. And they got CD back, and they got George Pickens. Like,
Ferguson's actually been pretty decent too.
Ferguson, start them all. Start them all. I don't see one sit for Dallas really.
No.
Now,
Urban, like
it may go the other way. Then Denver's defense stops them. Well, then it is what it is. But
Denver does have a good defense, though. So I mean,
right, and there's really no sits for this game because Dallas's defense is fucking terrible. So if you have Bo Nix, start him. If you have RJ Harvey, start him. He's probably going to get you a touchdown or 2.
Harvey over Dobbins.
All right, either one of them. Start them both.
Dobbins is dominating the carries, but yeah.
Yeah, he is. I'm sorry, that was a mistake on my part. So obviously start Dobbins, but Harvey's probably going to end up with a touchdown or 2. Cortland Sutton, and the other receiver, they're the young guy, Tim Patrick. Start him too. So I don't see.
Patrick's been sneaky, yeah.
I don't see any sits for this game.
What about the fact that isn't Lamb going against who's their top?
Surtain.
I don't. Are you worried about that?
From a fantasy perspective, like if I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, I am worried about. From a fantasy perspective, CeeDee Lamb's still going to get you your 14.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Surtain's actually he's allowing a lot of underneath stuff this year. He hasn't gotten beat deep a lot this year, but he is allowing some slants and stuff like that. So, they're going to get Lamb the ball. He's their number one target, number one option. They're going to get him the ball. So there's no way you're not relying on him as a number one receiver on your team this week, but you're still going to, like Ryan said, he's still going to get you probably at least 10. He's going to get you at least 10 points this week in a PPR.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys agree? That there's no sits in that game?
No, I agree. Yeah, and then Pickens is going to open up with their teams on land. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I was just kind of saying, like, look, if you had to throw a sit out there, at least you could make an argument for Lamb not being as productive. Like in a daily fantasy league, you might want to consider choosing somebody else other than Lamb because of the matchup.
Yeah. Tennessee, Indianapolis, the biggest line of the week and probably one of the bigger lines of the year. 14.5-point favorites are the Colts over the Titans. Let me see if you'll hear a lot of commotion. All right, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah. So on this one, you're obviously starting Taylor. He's been amazing and consistent. He's at 28 plus points in all but one of the past 6 weeks. 28 plus.
28 plus.
Yeah. Now, granted, you get 5-point bonus for 100 yards, so that
still.
But it's
because he's got a shit ton of touchdowns. I think he's got 10 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They're the 28th ranked run defense. What's that?
He could have done that last year when I had him.
Yeah. Well, 28th ranked run defense is Tennessee. So the less obvious, I guess, sort of. I'm starting Michael Pittman. 20th ranked against wide receivers. He scored 20 last week and 14 plus in 4 of the last 5 weeks. So I like Michael Pittman in this game. I'm sitting Pollard and Spears. Definitely Spears. I do have to start Pollard in one league because of injuries and buys.
I have to start Spears. I have no other choice in one league.
Yeah.
It's not even my 4th choice. Like, that's how bad it is. All my guys are on buy or hurt. So yeah.
Indy's 5th against the run, and Spears hasn't scored more than 8 in any of the 3 games in a PPR league.
I was going to say the only way he's even playable is if it's a PPR league, so he can get you something. Otherwise, he's not going to get any points.
Well, maybe like that game last year, I went against him. I was like, oh, all right, Spears, no problem. He wound up having like fucking 30.
It's possible that if they're down big and they need to dump off a lot.
And that's exactly what happened when I played against them last year. Like it was towards the end of the game, and then the last part of the game, they just kept dumping it off to him, and he got like 2 garbage touchdowns. And
I mean, Indy's, I think somewhere in that 28th ranked against QBs type range, because of the fact that they're always winning and teams are desperately trying to catch up. So, the numbers are skewed, I think, because of that. But
Penny wants to put her input.
Rough.
Anyway, so that's what I got for that one.
Okay. Sunday Night Football, we got that's not right. That's the wrong. That's from last week. San Francisco is not playing on Sunday Night Football. It's Green Bay and Pittsburgh.
Oh, Jason's coming down your steps, Sean.
That's funny. Aaron Rodgers returns against his old team. Well, doesn't return to Green Bay, but he plays against his old team in Green Bay. In Pittsburgh, Gary got this one, and I don't hear a driver, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, start Romeo Dobbs. He's producing with the other receivers banged up, and you're set. The Green Bay defense, huge disappointment this season.
It hasn't been
Sounds like
good.
somebody that Gary has.
Yes.
And you know what? It's not bad because I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a game tonight. I actually kind of like the Steelers tonight in that game.
Kind of leaning that way with like a guy like Rodgers.
Yeah, like we're like he just has that not revenge because he said like I have no problem with anybody in Green Bay. It's not a revenge game, that type of thing. But yeah, I can see him kind of going off.
I would even go against the namesayers and sit Jordan Love. He's been terrible with fantasy points.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I traded for Baker in one league and sat Love. I had to do something.
Yeah, I'm starting Dart over Jordan Love.
Yeah. And the last game on the docket today is Monday Night Football, Washington and Kansas City. Kansas City 11.5-point favorites at home. That sounds about right. I think Kansas City's starting to find their freaking stride.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but Daniels is out too.
Yep.
They are. The Washington is getting both McLaurin and Debo back though.
Who's their backup?
Mariota.
Oh, that's right.
He actually the 2 starts he had early in the year. He played good.
So even though he's one of my starts, and I do like him this week, I had to sit him. I have other options that I like more. In Judkins, Dobbins, and Tucker Kraft. I love Kraft this week against Pittsburgh's linebacking core because tight end, they allow the most points at tight end. So I had to start him. But I'm also on board with anyone that wants to start Xavier Worthy this week. Washington allows 104 yards a game against slot receivers.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this could be a monster game for Worthy. And then I'm sitting Travis Kelce. When Rice plays, Kelce only averages 6.3 points a game, which is good for tight end 25. So
yeah, I don't think Kelce hasn't been. I think Kelce had one half decent game this year.
Yeah,
he actually hasn't been real good in a couple of years now.
Yeah. Oh, it's been like 3 years. Yeah, so I haven't in the past 2 years.
And Phil, Christian Watson's back. Yes, that's correct. Here's a question: should I start the rookie running back for? I guess he means
Crosby Merritt.
I'm guessing.
I would
start.
Yeah, Gary called it earlier. Chubb's done.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, definitely go with Bill on that one.
Bill.
I don't know. Sit him on Taylor's face.
Who's Taylor?
Kelce. It's talking about Kelce. Travis Kelce.
Okay.
All right. Well, Sixers, Selby Sizzler, says Jay.
Yeah,
no Sixers on this show.
Yeah.
No Sixers on this show.
We gotta talk to Jay's text this morning. He cleared off the dining room table, pushing the bills off to the side that looks like he was unable to pay due to the Sizzler picks. He looked out the window as bill collectors gathered outside his house. I'll break even, he mumbled to himself as he shut the curtain. There you go. That sets it up well for you, Sean.
It's a little rough, huh? A little rough, but he's not wrong. So here's time for Selby Scissors with a little twist. We going Sizzler. So this week I took my son to Sizzler with me. My son is the one who picked these picks. He's 9. Okay, 9 years old. I hope he goes 3-0. I hope it happens. It'll be amazing. So
can't get much worse.
These are Connor's Sizzlers this week. And Connor's taking the Eagles to cover against the Giants, 7.5. He's taking the Buccaneers 3.5 over the Saints, which I like that one.
Is it that he likes the logo?
I just gave him the team names.
Yeah,
and he circled it.
Like the Buccaneers.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
No, this is an excuse Sean is using. This way, next week he can say it wasn't.
It wasn't me.
fucking kids.
I had to do something else.
He told his dad that's terrible with his record.
He goes, well, what is there a right or wrong answer? I said, Connor, there's no wrong answer. I have 4 wins out of 18 games. He looks at me and goes, that's not good. No, it's not. And then his last
are great, but I know percentages, and that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good. And then his last, I like that. Phil said, let's call it Connor's Conundrum. And then the last Sizzler of the week is Pittsburgh +3 over the Packers. He said, I want to pick this game. And I said, all right, you want the Packers or the Steelers? He goes, ooh, Steelers. I'm like, okay.
And that's 3 good picks.
It is 3 good picks.
That's 3 good picks.
So maybe you can get me back to a 7, and I guess I'd be 7-18 if I.
You don't get credit for that. They're his.
Yeah, that'll make Connor 3-0. You'll still be 4-18, Sean.
Those are your Sizzlers again. The Eagles to cover against the Giants, 7.5.
Jay, it's not Sean. It's good picks, Connor.
Yeah, right. Connor made the picks. Tape my Buccaneers
Sorry.
and the Steelers to cover over the Packers. Gary, you're a fucking mess today.
Yeah, I am. I know.
Right. You got talking in the back and you're dryer, and then you're hacking up a lung.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, it's hard to wait to start the laundry, Gary.
No.
Put your foot down, man.
I'm not telling her don't do laundry. She'll snap.
30 years later, Sean's going to wonder how Connor started in his sports booking industry. Yeah, right? Well, good luck to everybody. Hope you
with an NBA scandal.
Yeah, right. Dude, I wanted to get into it. I'm like, no, I can't. Dave Langle said big Eagles win and the Cowboys and a Washington loss. That'd be
a great week.
That's very possible.
Very possible.
That'd be a great week.
Enjoy the games. Good luck with everything. Good luck with fantasy. Good luck with your wagering. And we will see you guys next Sunday is our next show. So we'll see you guys next Sunday afternoon.
Good luck, everybody.
Go Birds.
Everybody.
Go Birds.